Marakiwa jibu nili na ndio wakati kama wa jibu nili na kwa bahati ile jibu ni nani kekemani kidogo ndio vile mutumia waenda kususa likeka anu meta mwana Facebook ine kinya kaje na bishate de no gode shule te mutai go ule uko nuko to kwa ni sheria kwa
I am now convinced that the 2022 general elections will go down in the annals of history as the most confusing elections ever in our country. And I believe many of you know what I'm talking about, especially if you've been attending campaign meetings and listening to what people are saying. Prospective leaders, current candidates for various offices and leadership positions. You know, until now, it has been very simple. You're either voting for ODM or you're voting for Jubilee. If you're voting for ODM, you just take ODM MCA, ODM MP, ODM Senator, etc., Governor, until President. Simple. Yeah? 6-piece suit voting, as they call it. Or if it is Jubilee, you just start at President, going down. Jubilee, 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 Jubilee. Yeah? Very simple. No confusion. But as we speak, we have candidates on the ground, maybe belonging to Kenya Kwanza, telling the voters, vote for me in Kenya Kwanza, but vote for Team Azimio, President. Or vote for me, make sure you vote for me, and then President, decide for yourself. I hear you like the Azimio candidate, so be it, vote for him, I have no problem, although I'm in Kenya Kwanza. What? Now let's look at a few examples that have stood out. Controversial, well-known legislator for Bahati in Nakuru, a man called Kimani Ngunjiri, who never minces his words, has been telling voters exactly that. He has been telling the voters, vote for me. Of course, his family in UDA and Kenya Kwanza. And he's telling the voters that when it comes to the other seats, they can vote Baba. Yeah. Now, let's look at this from the point of view of the voter. Okay? Let us imagine there are one or two independent candidates whom that voter likes. Yeah, there's some on that ballot paper. And then they want to vote President, Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. However, Senator and the Governor, they want to vote across the political lines. Yeah. Governor, Team Azimio. Senator, Kenya Kwanza. MP independent. MCA independent. Yeah. Will there be time to find all those candidates on a ballot paper as you enter the polling booth? How long will it take one voter to vote? Let us assume you've come from the shamba. You're not used to reading things. You're not like the man who sits in an office in Nairobi, who picks up a document and in seconds they can make some sense out of it. No. Your work mostly is in the shamba. You're earning an honest living. Nothing wrong with that. Indeed, you're feeding the nation. You're very noble. But hii mambo ya makaratasi haujazoea. So what's going to happen? Will some candidates be favored, for instance, because of their prominent position on the ballot paper? It's just a question I'm asking. Are there other worthy candidates who will lose votes because their box was difficult to find on the ballot paper? Please don't forget that for most seats, it is very crowded. Most of those ballot papers in most constituencies, most polling stations right across the country, will be very long. That's the truth. The ballot paper is actually a novel. And Kenyans don't like reading. They don't read novels. But we're going to have a novel on August 9th, which you must quickly read and take in and make a decision. What? Or maybe you've already made your decision, but you have to quickly read and understand it and know what you need to do. Quite a challenge, you'll have to agree with me. Let me give you another even more interesting example. The outgoing governor of Samburu, Moses Lenol Kulal, initially wanted to vie for the senatorial seat, but he stepped down for a man called Dr. Lelegwe. Okay? And so it should be assumed that now he was supposed to focus on popularizing UDA and Kenya Kwanza, because he's not vying. So what he should do now is support fully all Kenya Kwanza candidates and ensure that they get as many votes as possible in his territory. But guess what he has done? He is not even supporting the candidate he stepped down for the senatorial seat. He is supporting Azimio for the senatorial seat. What? He is supporting a man called Henry Lengolos. For governor, he is supporting Dr. Richard Lesiyampe, who is Azimio. But this guy is still in UDA. Aye. Now, is that confusing or what is it? Now, people on the ground are saying that he stepped down for this guy, and then later on they had a misunderstanding. So he wants to teach this guy a lesson. So what better way of teaching him a lesson than supporting his main competitor, the man in Azimio? But then they don't explain to us why he's also supporting Azimio for governor. But the same man is fully supporting Deputy President William Samoei Ruto for the presidency. What's going on here? Very, very confusing. The truth is that the voters of Kenya are going to have a very confusing time sorting this out, and deciding who to vote for and deciding who is going to go into office. Wapi Bobgon, we need a lot of it. He drama unprecedented, no doubt about that. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.